Welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green. Today is Wednesday, November 22nd, in case you didn't know. Um, you'll excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather, have been for about a week now, but I couldn't think of a better way to spend my pre birthday and pre Thanksgiving than with you, all of my internet friends. People are saying a lot of nice things. So that's a good thing. I'm glad to be here. Can't stay long because I am heavily medicated and my voice is actually just starting to come back. I'm going to tell you all about what I've been up to, what I'm going to be up to, and then we'll sit and chat for a little while, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here. As most of you know, when you feel sick, you feel like it's never going to go away. You just want to feel normal again, and that's all amplified when you're a type 1 diabetic, in my case. So I will tell you that I was out on the road and I became ill, and I'll get into a little bit more of it. But also, the question that everybody asked me is, how is Bitsy? Bitsy is my cat. But people ask about Bitsy more than they ask about me, which is okay because I would do the same for somebody's pet. Well, while I was out of town, Bitsy, she's been having some health issues, and so my friend Jay, who keeps an eye on my compound when I'm not here, he had to take her to the vet, and she's hanging in there, but it's getting more difficult. She's 17 or so, and as of now, she's pretty much deaf. I'd say she's about 95% deaf. I always love to talk to Bitsy. She talks back and sing to Bitsy, all kinds of Bitsy songs. Maybe that's why she decided to stop hearing, or maybe she's just acting. But anyway, she has some health things, and we're looking at the options. But I wanted to make sure that maybe Bitsy would make a cameo. And I don't know how many more cameos she has, but I will tell you that 16, 17 years ago, she was in an alley outside of a grocery store and she was crying for attention. Her mother was a very skinny cat and eventually disappeared, probably passed. And my ex at the time said, "We've got to save this cat." And I said, "How are we going to save this completely feral wild cat?" A kitten, a little tiny kitten, but she was very wild. And we scooped her up and put her in. And over the years, she had parvo and all kinds of other sicknesses. And somehow this damn cat bounced back. About 4 months ago, I took her to the vet, expecting it to be the final vet visit. And she bounced back. And so, anyway, I want to get that out of the way. I want to make sure people who ask about Bitsy get to see Bitsy. And so, and I see so many nice people with the super chats, very generous. All that money can go to Bitsy's vet bills. But anyway, you're all very kind. And me and Bitsy right after this.
Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there can waste time
You'll excuse the empty chair. And yep, there she is, the real star of the show. She was just drinking water, so she's got a wet face. Bitsy, say hello to your adoring public. I know. Don't be so crazy. So anyway, the hardest part of having pets is knowing that they get old and sometimes they get sick. Bitsy has a little bit of a mass on her face, and you can't really see it, but they talk about maybe doing a CT scan. It's very expensive. At this age, I don't think Bitsy's looking to go under surgery. I certainly wouldn't let them put her under. So we're looking at options and seeing what we can do. She does still eat, and uh, she can use a litter box, and she drinks, but she's lethargic. Look at everybody, sweetie. Okay, and she's still my buddy. So, but when she tells me that it's enough, then that's that. But I didn't mean to depress everybody. But like I said, so many people asked about Bitsy, and she's doing her best. to hang in there. So you could hear how loud she's breathing. She needs these. She needs these nose drops. It is not fun to give them to her, but I want to say I'm very thankful to my friend Jay for. It's not easy to rustle up a cat, especially somebody else's, and then marching down to the vet. Um, a lot of you were thinking I didn't tune in for National Geographic, but anyway, I've been incredibly fortunate to have a buddy like Bitsy, and I thought that you guys would like to see her. So, okay, baby Bits. Oh, I guess maybe she's gonna stay. Okay, see you in a while, sweets. Okay, so that's your update on Bitsy, and she's gonna hang out for a little while, I think. If you hear a loud snorting noise, that's her. Okay, when I last joined everybody, and I'll get to your questions and comments, and I'm glad to see everybody here. And let me thank Sean for the super sticker, very kind of you. Much appreciated. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about when I last saw you, the last live show that we did. Uh, Matt Thorne was here promoting his brand new instrumental bass CD right here. It's called Back the Funk Up. And big thanks to you, he sold like 50 of these things in the first day. This thing is it's tearing up the charts. Right now, it is currently #1 on the instrumental bass funk chart. So congratulations to Matt. And so anyway, and he has these at to show. So he was here, and then Wednesday 13 stopped by because if you guys watch this show, you know on Wednesdays we do a thing called Where in the World is Wednesday 13, and he popped in, and I thought myself, Matt, and Wednesday was such an interesting trio because we all are very different, and that was a lot of fun. So that was the last time I saw you guys. Then I put out a tour diary, and that was of the Blue Ridge Rock Festival. Most of you know that the Blue Ridge Rock Festival was a mess and went horribly wrong. Actually, we got out of there just in time. I wasn't going to put out all the negative stuff. Sometimes people see these videos and they see all these terrible things, and it looks embarrassing. And you don't want to bash the industry, but that festival was such a joke, and so many other people made YouTube videos about it and talked about it and how the staff was walking out and the toilets were overclogged and nobody could get food or this. It was like Woodstock again, not the original Woodstock, the one with Limp Bizkit. So that was that was. I got to tell you, I got a little bit of a short fuse today. So, those of you who are saying we miss Johnny, like, go fuck yourself. Johnny's not dead. He's around. He's on the tour diaries. In fact, he was very funny in the last tour diary. So that's for you. So anyway, unless you met Johnny Rod from Wasp, he's not here. So anyway, that tour diary though was a bit controversial. One, people thought that Johnny was being rude to the people online. He was imitating a character from a John Waters movie. Can't think of the character's name right now, but she was being carried, Queen Carlotta, that's it. And she's being carried around, and she says, "Oh, stupids," and all the things that Johnny said was a parody of that. I thought it was incredibly funny. And so I left it in. What big deal? And then I said that a few of the bands suck. It's my opinion. It's my show. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Who cares? Stain sucks. It's true. That's a fact. That's not just opinion. And a lot of the other bands I don't like, but somebody got mad at me and said that some of these other bands are so massive, whatever. Who cares? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, who cares? The festival sucked. And I didn't like a lot of those bands. I don't like their songs. And the argument I made was that Rat and Motley Crue are going on 40 years. They had these MTV hits, then they're still on the radio. I don't believe in 40 years, Five Finger Death Punch is going to be on the radio. It is what it is. So yeah, a lot of people enjoyed these stories of Matt living with Jakey Lee, lived with Jakey Lee and Warren DeMartini, and played with Stephen Early, and he's the first bass player to ever record with Rat. So some interesting stuff there. I'll go back and look at some of your questions and comments. But so that's the Blue Ridge tour diary. The next tour diary is going to be from Puerto Rico, which I'm excited about. It's a really fun one with some different stuff in it. I've been editing it, but unfortunately, I became ill. So we went out and we did some shows, and everybody on every plane is coughing. It's a symphony of coughs and gags, and it was just a matter of time before someone or everyone was going to get sick. And you see, Paul Stanley had to cancel. He's got the flu. Anyway, I wasn't feeling great, but I thought it was okay. I really try to live life in the moment. I always want to be doing something. I don't want to sit at home. I don't want to take days off, and I don't want to be depressed. Um, well, this time of year, a lot of people suffer from depression. I try my best to embrace the holidays, but I've had some tough times, like everybody. And I like to live because nothing is guaranteed except that you're going to die. So, spoiler alert. So I like to live, and but I meet so many people at the shows who tell me that this show gets them through hard times, that it's a distraction. I always thought they were kind of nuts. And then I remembered when I used to listen to Howard Stern, it was such a distraction for me. And now I watch other YouTubers. I watch this guy Adam the Woo, and he just goes around and does whatever he wants. I watched this video of his house. He's got a little modest apartment in Florida, but he sees the world, the country mostly, the United States, and he goes all over and takes people with him, and he makes a lot of money doing it. And I'm envious in a way, because he's living his life. How great is that? And so when I watch him, I sometimes realize that I'm distracted by watching what this guy's up to, that I don't think about how miserable the world is for just a few minutes. And so I hope that I can do that for you guys. And I do see all your comments. I'm going to get to them. I feel like I got to deliver some content first, and then we can chat. And yes, at some point maybe we will find out where in the world is Wednesday 13. Could happen. So um, anyway, so I went we got off the plane from wherever we were. I don't remember, and I went to see. I went to an event. Michelle and I. Michelle is on her way to Las Vegas. She's sitting in traffic, and so if you're listening, I'm sorry that it's such a long commute for my birthday party. Anyway, but we went to support a great cause for the vets. This country doesn't do enough for the vets. Doesn't do enough for healthcare for anyone. And sometimes you got to have somebody with some balls step up and do something. And in this case, it's Joe Walsh, who has a great charity for veterans. They need medical assistance, and you send these people to war. You should take care of these people when they come home. I don't want to go, so let's take damn good care of these people. I'm also old and diabetic, and you know, uh, uh, you know. So sorry, I'm under the weather. But anyway, so we went to see this event. And the main reason we went because ELO was playing. Well, the main reason was to support the charity, but ELO was there, and I had to see Jeff Lynne's ELO. It was great. We saw the Flaming Lips, and then we saw Joe Walsh perform with Stephen Stills. But it was very cold outside. The only thing I got to say, Joe, is it was hosted by Drew Carey. Not the place to put on an event like that in Chula Vista on the water in the winter. And I think I got a little worse, but I didn't think I was completely sick, and I thought I could knock it out. I headed to St. Louis with Stephen Piercy, and then when I got to St. Louis, I gradually got worse. The next day, we flew to Kansas City, and I was much worse. In the car, I got to see the St. Louis Arch for the first time ever. It was like 4 in the morning. We're driving by, and I see it, and it was just like National Lampoon's Vacation. And there it is. Can we go up? No, that was very brief. But but I was getting sicker. And when you travel and play these kind of shows, there is no sleep. And if you don't sleep and you're sick, you'll get sicker. And I gradually got worse and worse. I told myself I would stay in my bed. I like to be hands on. I like to be involved. And and Steven's meet and greets were crazy. 60 people a night, sold out each one. And there was a lot of interaction, and of course a lot more germs. And I lost my voice in Kansas City almost completely. I mean, I could whisper. And on the way home, Stephen, his lovely fiance Christy, and I we went for sushi. I mean, I had some soup and things. And I had to whisper to them what I wanted to order because I could not speak. And that flight home was long and painful. And then there was a weather delay, and we had to get off the plane. This is not how you want to celebrate being sick. Michelle pointing out that ELO was worth it, and but yes, I mean it was pretty damn good. But I am still suffering the effects. Anyway, I came home very ill. As I said, my cat Bitsy had to go to the vet. Thanks to my friend Jay for taking her, and so it was a little tough coming home. And um, I will tell you though, those Stephen concerts were great, and the band is playing great, and they are also were very supportive and helpful to me dealing with all of this. And so I say thank you to Johnny Monaco and Eric Ferentinos, Scott Coogan, and of course Matt Thorne and Stephen and Christy. We travel at the seven of us. You spend a lot of time with people, and we've gotten closer in the time that we've traveled. And you go to dinners and you deal with people's tragedies, and it's a forced marriage in a sense. I don't know what just happened to my screen, but I guess we're all right. But Skylar's upset. Skylar is saying that he's unsubscribing to the channel and he'll go fuck himself. So Skylar, every day you come on, you go, I miss Johnny. Where's Johnny? You want a nurse from Johnny's teeth every second. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Obviously, I like Johnny, but Johnny wanted to take some time off from doing this. Johnny's making a record. When Johnny comes back, when his record's out, he'll probably come back and promote it. Johnny is very accessible, and he has his own thing. Bye, Scott. Skylar, you're going to learn about this show right now on your way out the door. So I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? We're all here for entertainment. This isn't the Johnny show. I like Johnny, and a lot of weeks he came on. But there was a show before Johnny. There's a show after Johnny. There's a show during, and even yapping about him this much is almost a little silly. So, and I think that people like this show. Keith kind of sums it up right there. I think that you know I do whatever I want. Sometimes people get mad. They go, "I was a paid member and I got kicked out of the chat." I don't know. Maybe you said something. Just don't be an asshole. Let's keep that in mind. Okay. Yeah. And yes, people are sensitive. So, all right, we're going to go get all your questions in a second. I made some notes, believe it or not. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is my birthday. It's birthday and it's Thanksgiving for those of you who didn't know. Okay, I'm trying to read everything, but unsubscribing. Everyone's welcome to unsubscribe. Go unsubscribe. You know what I mean? No, I care. I'm not so concerned about you. And for those of you who enjoy the show, go tell a friend, and they'll subscribe twice. Anyway, any plans for UK Stephen Piercy shows? I hope so. I hope this is the year you'll see it. There are going to be two major Stephen Piercy announcements in the next few days. I've teased these kind of things before, but I'm very serious. Two major announcements. Big stuff. And so I can't say it, but you'll find out soon. Dr. Paul is here, and Jason seems to understand it. And I'm thanking you for all the happy birthdays. Very kind of you. And I'm trying. Yeah, a lot of people couldn't understand. Were concerned because I wasn't on for a while, and I apologize because I do enjoy being here. So we're a little off the cuff today, if you will. Thanksgiving and my birthday. I was thinking about past birthdays. Things that I did when I was a kid. Growing up in New York City, I remember some of my birthdays. One, you would have a McDonald's birthday party. Now that sounds so trashy, but it was fun. And they'd bring you the McDonald's cake with Ronald on it, and they'd give you little McDonald's character hand puppets. Some of you guys don't remember the Hamburglar and Grimace and Mayor McCheese, the good old days of McDonald's. And we'd have a McDonald's birthday, and all your other little friends would show up, and sometimes like maybe Ronald would be there. I don't remember. If my mother's watching, she probably knows. Anyway, that was fun. Then we had a thing out in Westchester where my father lives now. The Nathan's birthday party was massive. Nathan's famous Franks. They had an arcade though, the biggest arcade in all the world. Well, at least it felt that way. And and then you give all the kids some quarters, and then you'd go play your games, your Pac-Man and your Miss Pac-Man and your trans Pac-Man, whatever the politically correct thing is, you do. And so we had such a great time doing these early birthdays. Then there was the movie theater birthdays where you go see a movie. I can't remember the movies we saw on my birthday, but I feel like Rocky Four was one. And somebody's kind enough to super chat. This is from Brian Kirk. Did someone say birthday? Have a great day tomorrow. Well, thank you so much, Brian. Very kind. And as I said, these super chats will put them towards Bitsy's vet bills. And see if we can't keep her around a little longer. Hope you're feeling better. Take care of yourself. Have a really well. Thank you, Tris. I appreciate it. You guys are very kind, and I'm thankful. Tempest. I remember the game Tempest. Yeah. Then they came up with this game called Dragon's Lair. This guy Don Bluth created that. He's the guy who did An American Tail and some other cartoons. All of a sudden, the games were becoming very futuristic looking, and I was out. And that's why Michelle plays this game. I can't remember what she plays. Michelle, if you're watching, what is the game you play? I look at her play this game. It looks like the most complicated thing. It's like a movie, and there's birds and squawking. It's not called Warcraft. I don't even know. I know I bought her the latest version of it, and she doesn't play it. All right, I'm gonna get to everyone. I promise. Everything you're saying will not be wasted. Uh, Dr. Paul says he remembers when Skylar stormed out of my birthday party. Yeah, I just think you know. Oh well, Skylar's still here. All right, Skylar. Well, then we're fine. Maybe Skylar was being funny. And it's okay. And I am a little cranky. I'm medicated. So peace and love to everybody on this Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of you. Michelle says it's called Assassin's Creed. There you go. Very complicated. Games have changed. But I think I had a Footloose birthday maybe once. I don't know. But we would go to the movies, and then you buy all those damn kids some popcorn. And that'd be my mother. My father didn't get much involved in these kind of things. Uh, um, yeah. But anyway, so those are some of my childhood birthday parties. Then, as I got older, the last couple of years, I've celebrated my birthday at the Cosmopolitan Hotel every year. I wasn't able to do it this year. We're gonna have to figure that out, but because I'm ill. But the last 2 years, I broadcast live, and then um, uh, Michelle came out, and we celebrated. And this year's a little different. I don't actually know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving yet. We're deciding: are we going to go try to shop tonight, which is probably ridiculous? Are we going to try to shop tomorrow? Are we going to go somewhere that has pre-made food, order, or are we going to go to like a buffet type thing, which is something you do in Vegas? Okay, I want to answer your questions now. I talked about past birthdays. Let me talk about past Thanksgiving for a second. I did want to tell the story. I probably told it before, but as a kid, I was such a fan of the Thanksgiving Day parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. My father would bring me to the city, Manhattan. I lived in Manhattan, but to Midtown to watch the parade. And you would see these famous people, but like people who are now long dead. But it would be like, "There's John Wayne," the craziest people. And I remember as a kid seeing all these famous people and being so excited and go, "I would love to be in this parade." Well, fast forward many years later, I worked for a company called Troma, the world's most famous independent film studio, makers of the Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, and Surf Nazis Must Die. Anyway, I was portraying a character for them called Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. I was actually writing for them and working with them, and the costume fits, so to speak, and they asked if I would do it. And so I went with the Toxic Avenger. Well, the Toxic Avenger had a kids show called The Toxic Crusader. And Lloyd Kaufman, the president of Troma, would actually get in the Toxic Crusader costume and walk with me. It's a couple miles. It was cold, really cold one year. One year it wasn't so bad. Joey Lawrence was in front of me, from Blossom. Whoa, he was supposed to sing Whoa. And he was singing a song called Nothing My Love Can't Fix for You, Baby. I had to hear it the whole parade. But it was so much fun. And it has become a tradition for me to get up and watch the parade. The parade is different these days. It's a very, I don't like the term woke, but it's a very politically correct parade all across. But I love it. I don't care. And when all those Broadway stars sashay their way out and sing, and you see some new stupid musical that didn't need to be made, like Beetlejuice the musical, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre the musical, whatever they do, I don't care. I eat it up the whole 3 hours. I sit and I watch, and it brings me back to my childhood. I enjoy holidays. Somebody asked when the Christmas decorations go up. Tomorrow they officially really go up. Everything, for Friday, everything will become Christmas. As you know, Friday is African American Christmas, formerly known as Black Christmas. Okay, I'm going to go back to the beginning and catch up with you guys, my internet friends. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday, Jason, from me, Rick Phoenix Manzo. My birthday was yesterday. I hope you're feeling better. Have a good birthday. Well, happy birthday uh, 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 to Rick, and happy birthday. We also celebrate the day as today. It's my wife's 43rd birthday. Happy anniversary. Well, how cool is that? Mike, happy. Oh, it's your anniversary. Yeah, I got it now. Happy 43rd anniversary. That's incredible. Who would have thought people can make it that far? Here's Georgia trying to figure out whose birthday it is. Incredible. Georgia, nice to see you. You would think the title, Melanie points out she assumes it's my birthday, and it is. Joe Maddox says it's his birthday too. Well, they say it's your birthday. It's your birthday too. So Wednesday is in North Carolina. Spoiler alert. He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be here. I like this one from Rob. No one buy Jason a scooter for his birthday. Very true. Please do not. Jason Holstein, happy birthday, Jason. Hope you don't strain yourself. Rest well. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Thank you, Jason. Jason, a longtime channel member. Brian Kirk, excited that he's finally able to catch a live show. Unfortunately, it's because Kiss canceled in Canada tonight. That's really terrible. I mean, I don't think there's any time to make it up. But I saw them at the Hollywood Bowl. It was fantastic. I wish I could be in New York to see it end, but Melanie's hoping it doesn't get canceled. I'm not sure what market she's in. Joe says Kiss had their farewell tour in '95. I beg to differ. I saw it in 2000. But for those of you who don't think it's a farewell tour, it kind of was, because it was the end of Ace and Peter. So the original four did end around the 2000, 2001 mark. So I mean, and I don't think Ace and Peter could have survived 23 more years. Judd Nelson's here. Good to see you, Judd. Happy birthday, Mr. Green. A lot of people, fans of Judd Nelson. A lot of you don't realize I worked on a movie called New Jack City when I was a young person, and Judd Nelson was in the movie. And apparently, he's here. Lorraine, hi everyone tuning in tonight from my arcade in Pennsylvania with a great party, and I'm not done cleaning up. I'm wasting time celebrating birthday. Lorraine, thank you so much. I hope to visit that arcade and party room sometime, as we just talked about. Okay. And Lorraine also wishing me a happy birthday. The goated group. Wishing me a happy birthday. So nice. Steve, everybody, you guys are so great. And it's appreciated. Jason saying I sound a lot better. Well, thank you. It's coming a long way. Michael, thank you so much. I want to say your name wrong. You know who you are. And thank you. There's Ramon's song called You Sound Like You're Sick. A sugar-free cake. I met a really nice couple. You're probably watching, guys. You were so kind. Who said that my tour diaries are very educational. And then I said, well, what did you learn from it? And they said that tasty cakes are better than Hostess. And I remember an episode where I was showing Matt and Johnny tasty cakes. Anyway, they bought me a box of tasty cakes and said, I'm sorry that you're diabetic. I will tell you that when I was in the airport, I had to take medicine. You can't take it on your stomach. Fortunately, I had those tasty cakes during the layover, and you guys saved my life. And I shot enough insulin to enjoy it. Hi, Heather. How are you? God evening. God evening to you as well. Let's see. And Skylar, before he was angry, saying hello to Bitsy. And George is saying hello to Bitsy. We're going back a little bit. And yeah, so all the nice things about Bitsy. Yeah, I'm trying to show everybody. And all right, let's skip ahead a little bit. Oh, I'll take this. This sounds like a compliment. You're an aspiring person. Your love for music, movie locations, all forms of artists is contagious as your current illness. Get well, you real joke. Well, thank you. I hope that my love of pop culture entertains you guys. There's so many things planned for this channel. Originally, the channel was going to be mostly just the movie locations and just interesting places that I wanted to visit and that I did my whole life. I was doing it before I had a YouTube channel. And then I said, well, during the pandemic, let me chat with people that I know that you might be interested in. And then the next thing you know, um, it took off. Uh, and so, yes, okay. So I'm trying to I'm trying to show everything. And there's still some other stuff to talk about. Okay. See, Jay enjoyed the last tour diary, which was the controversial one. All right. And then we got to a lot of this. As Joe said, when the decorations go up, I have a little reef outside. I've been ordering things constantly. I have an addiction to ordering things. My favorites are Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, The Year Without Santa, Charlie Brown Peanuts, those are my favorites. I'm probably forgetting something. Michelle could remind me. And Christmas Vacation. Okay, I forget. Well, thank you, Jeffrey, for the love. I appreciate it. I love you guys as well, and love your support. And if you guys want to support the channel, if you're not angry and storming out, become a Patreon. I've started doing Patreon updates. Thank goodness. I'll do more of those from the road. So you'll have your own little private tour diaries and then content early. Become a member of the channel. Those are ways you can help out. Um, and yeah, Jay says he remembers the 25-cent cheeseburgers. Yeah, I can't remember the prices, but everything was so cheaper. And Brian, thank you for the happy Turkey Day and the birthday. David asked if I had a roller skating birthday party. I think I did. My mother would have to answer that, but I think I did at Skate Key, which is where J Lo used to skate that big booty around, and in the Bronx. I think that is possible. If not, my cousin was like a brother to me. Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese didn't exist in New York City, and so when I was older, I thought I would like to have a surprise birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and I told my ex, and the only thing that she ever did right in our relationship. Um, she got all my friends together and took me to Chuck E. Cheese, and I was so happy. And I got to go into the machine and grab the fake Chuck E. Cheese money or whatever it was, and and I met the rat himself. Yeah, it was cool. Um, Always remember your birthday as it's close to our anniversary. Married over 40 years. Yeah, amazing. Congratulations. Are you a fan of Toto? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, why not? There was a year, speaking of my birthday, that I worked on a show Sally Steele puts on called the Vegas Rocks Awards, and Toto was there. And in the front row, I got to see Toto, two of the guys, sing "Happy Birthday" to me, and Nicolas Cage as well. How about that? So thank you for bringing up that birthday memory. Okay. I have not, Melanie. I haven't seen the Thanksgiving movie yet. I would like to. Um, It should be on that Peacock, because how many people are going out to the movies on Thanksgiving? It should be available, just like Five Nights at Freddy's was. Can Matt Thorne sing? It's funny. He auditioned for Dokken, and he said he didn't sing enough. I think, but he sings backups. But but I don't think he sings lead, which is why this is an instrumental album available now from Matt Thorne Entertainment. For old time's sake, go to McDonald's. Well, they have the McRib. The McRib is back. Controversial, I know. A lot of people hate it, um, but I recommend having a good old fashioned McRib. Happy birth! I hope you all come through Dallas, Fort Worth, and I get to meet Stephen. My wife really want to meet you. Well, that's so nice of you. I think we will. Um, and hail Toxia, the Toxic Avenger. I agree. That's Dirty Beard, and I believe we have some Texas dates. We will be in Texas. I've wanted to go to Dallas. I wanted to see the Kennedy stuff, for my own historic views. And so, yeah, Keith's friend went to the Macy's Parade last year. Yeah, I always love it. That Corey Feldman is embarrassing. Yeah, but maybe that's what makes Corey Feldman so entertaining. Okay. Suzanne, sorry. One year, my mom made a treasure hunt in our yard for me and my brother's birthday. One of the best parties. It's great. It was so much more fun then, I think. Justin talking about the Toxic Crusaders action figures. I think I have some of them. And let's see. Um, Jason, have you ever visited the UK? I have a few times. I did a little work with MTV, The Real World, and I got to go out and sort of did a few days working on that show, The Real World London, season 4, and it was a lot of fun. I like it there. I'd like to go back. I think when you hear Steven's announcements, you'll see that they're. No, I'm not going to see Mr. Big. No, I'm good. What do you keep in your Michael Myers backpack? If it was handy, I would show you. But the main contents of the Michael Myers backpack are insulin. The reason I carry a man purse or a backpack is to carry my insulin and my pen needles and all those type of things. But I usually have a phone charger in there. I usually have some chewing gum in there. I have a big bottle of glucose tablets in case my blood goes low. And so really, it's a medical thing. And it looks great. People love it. And I'm going to switch to Frankenstein soon in honor of Christmas. Happy birthday, Jason. Thank you, Francis. I want to let you guys know I do share my birthday with a few famous Universal monsters, Miley Cyrus and Boris Karloff. Frankenstein himself, Boris Karloff, who also, for you Christmas fans, is the Grinch, the narrator of the Grinch. Is that a DD base behind you? I want the actual DD base that they made. When it came out, I couldn't afford it. So this is a cheap version of it. I mean, it's the same base that he played. This is more the Sid Vicious version. I believe the neck maple, that's the Sid one. The DD one has the other wood. I'm having a hard time with wood. It might be the cold medicine I'm on. Ron Zeller, happy birthday. Love your shirt. Thank you so much. William, happy birthday. Great stuff. I appreciate all you guys. Kara or Cara, as the case may be. Happy birthday. I love listening to you, all your Richard stories. When I'm having a bad day, I go back and watch some of this. To me, that's the ultimate compliment. And the reason why it's worth doing this. Otherwise, I probably would have jumped in a lake a long time ago. Jeffrey was also the Hollywood boy. Yeah, I saw Guns N' Roses and Kiss. Kiss was better. Yeah, and Kiss did cancel their Canada shows. Paul Stanley is sick. Biff and Skylar are having a fight, and I enjoy it. My thoughts on planes, trains, and automobiles. I was thinking that maybe I would show that movie to Michelle, who hasn't seen it. I waited ages to really sit down and watch it. Maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I sat and watched the entire movie, and it's great. That's the Thanksgiving movie to watch, and what a funny movie. Steve Martin and John Candy. Is that a John Hughes movie? I got to assume it is. Could be wrong. Someone let me know if John Hughes wrote that movie, but I love it. Feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday, Jason. Thank you. Zeke Trick. Been around a long time. Lorraine says she's learned some stuff about diabetes from me. Type 2 for the last 2.5 years. Well, I didn't know that, Lorraine, but yeah, type 2, if you're going to get the diabetes, is the one you want. Diet and exercise, and you could essentially beat it. Beating it means not needing any medication. Okay. Oh boy, AZ. I'm sorry I didn't get to this. AZ, very generous. Have you ever met Eugene Levy in your career? I have. I have. I've met Eugene Levy, also known as Lou Glutz of Lou Glutz Motors. I have signed photos somewhere. I wish I would have gotten to sign a Lou Glutz license plate. I do have two of them signed by Chevy Chase. On another day, I'll talk more about my memorabilia, my collection. People seem to enjoy that. Michelle, happy birthday, Jason. I hope you feel better. Thank you. Uh, being on antibiotics sucks. I hope they help you feel better. Yeah, I hope so too. We'll see what happens. Um, you guys are all very kind, by the way. Brian Berger, happy birthday. Things change. Grab the opportunities when they appear. The show will only get better. Well, thank you. Any news on the merch? Very close. Very close. We're going to have coffee mugs, and I'll drink out of it. Not the one that you get, unless you request it, then I would. Not when I have the cold, though. Coffee mugs are coming. T-shirts are coming. Zip hoodies are coming. I'm going to be broke. Maybe you guys could keep super chatting so I can afford. No, I'm just kidding. And then a pick tin, 6 different picks, all with little funny pictures and expressions. They'll all be here just in time for the holidays because I know I love the parade. Absolutely. For all your shopping needs. Dom, thank you so much. Hey, all you guys are. Favorite British film? That's a tough one, but my favorite British TV show was Faulty Towers. Countess, Countess, where did you go? Happy birthday, Jason. Feel better. Thank you. Uh, everybody's. I enjoy a little. Do you remember Nestor the long-eared Christmas donkey? One of the most depressing. I do, and I skip that one, Suzanne, every year. But I prefer Dominic the donkey, the Italian Christmas donkey. Yeah. Would you ever wear a Phil Lewis wig for an entire holiday show? We're assuming that Phil Lewis is wearing a wig. I've turned over a new leaf where I don't say bad things about him. But if he wants to lend it to me, maybe I would do that. Sorry I couldn't super chat, but I watched the ads. Hopefully that's some money. Well, thank you so much. And obviously, no one has to give anything. It's very kind. It's very nice of you to support it. When I got into this, it's like PBS. Do you guys remember when PBS would like do the beg for money kind of thing? Wikipedia does it now, and then they'll send you some shitty canvas tote bag. My mother's probably got 20 of those in the closet still. Um, anyway, so if you have it to give, it's appreciated. If you don't, subscribe, like my videos, yeah, watch an ad or two, become a channel member, any of those things. I appreciate it. I might go to the Knoxville show if I can get some friends to go. It's a bit of a haul. Well, Keith, I would love to meet you, and I'm going to try to organize it where I meet more people when I'm on the road. And we're going to try to package that in for the channel members to have get-togethers and things like that because I really do enjoy meeting all of you. Yeah, final 2 Kiss shows in here. Scarlett, thank you so much. Another long-time viewer. David Jordan, happy birthday. Will you please ask Steven to keep You're in Trouble in the set? It's a very underrated RATT song and my favorite of the other song. I'm Steven Inquirer. It's great. David, I think You're in Trouble will be around. I can't tell you what's coming, but if you like that, you're going to like a lot of what's going to happen in the new year. Going to be a big announcement at the Whiskey. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have your tickets for the Whiskey, go get them now. And you'll see me performing with one of the other bands, a support band. But yeah, Mayberry Festivus, he's never going to catch up to chat at this rate. I'm trying. Thomas Marshall, happy birthday, Jason. My algorithm didn't pop up for some reason until I just got yes. We're both 22 today. That's how I feel. Spike, happy birthday. Do you use a phone for your tour vlogs. I do. I'm thinking about upping all of these things. You know, I want to sit down and put out better quality product and all these things. And YouTube's not easy figuring out algorithms and all those things. It takes time. Happy with the numbers that this channel has. I'll tell you that by the end of the year, my goal would be to have um, 20,000 subscribers and 2 million views. Okay. But right now we're in the 16,000s, I think. And hopefully Skylar went back and re subscribed. And then I think I'm at, oh, I don't know, 2.5 million views. I think we're trying to get to 3 million. I don't know. Just do me a favor. Watch all the videos. Uh, let's see. How is your hand, Georgia? Great question. A lot of people doubted hand therapy would work. I could not make a fist. Well, look at that. It's not perfect. It sticks out a little bit. It's still a little sore. I haven't stretched it or worked on it today, but it is not locking. I have not been able to go to hand therapy for the last 2 sessions because of being sick. I don't want to get my hand therapist sick. Uh, but I think I'm going to get through this. I need some work. I can feel it. But I think I'm going to get through it without the surgery. I want to tell you why I got so sick from these doctors who screwed me over. I haven't got to that yet. You guys are so great. I don't know where Wednesday's at, but all right. Oh, Kevin, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Kevin. Thank you for Kevin Kearney or Kearney. Thank you so much to everybody. It means a lot to this old man on his birthday. Uh, okay, did I get to every? Oh, I feel bad. I'm trying. Hope to see you in Colorado, Stephen Pearson. Well, that I can do. Francis saying I look amazing. Well, I don't feel it, but I certainly appreciate it. Okay, let's talk about why the doctors screwed me up so much. Will you be in Baltimore in January? I will. I'll be at all. I'm at every Stephen Pearson show, even apparently on my deathbed. Um, I had to go to a doctor when I got home. I have an upper respiratory infection, a sinus infection. The healthcare sucks. You know that. I say it all the time. So I couldn't get in with my primary, so I had to go to an urgent care. That one was closed. Then I went to another one, 4 hour wait. Then I went to another one. I got there, and the guy meant well. You have to tell them that you're a type 1 diabetic when you go to these places. And I warned them many times. So they gave me a breathing treatment, but the breathing treatment is not good for diabetics. It's a steroid. It's not a steroid, it's albuterol. And they gave me an inhaler, but they also gave me prednisone. And then I had a very attractive nurse, Caitlin, and she came in and told me that I needed to drop my pants so she could give it to me in the butt. And I was concerned. I said, Moon River, are you using the whole fist dog? Anyway, she gave me a steroid injection in my butt. All these things made my blood glucose go out of control. That's why I need to stick to my own doctor because they know better. So I was very sick. When I came home, my blood was over 400 for the first 24 hours. It's still, I'm having to shoot extra insulin. And here I am trying to guess the insulin to bring it down. It's extremely dangerous. And I think I have a malpractice suit. Hopefully, there's a future lawyer in my life watching on the way to Vegas. Agent Orange, thank you so much. It's very kind of you to share that. Happy birthday. Kind of went down the typo rabbit hole and saw your interview with one of the guys worth the $20. Well, Agent Orange, that's great. I'm going to tell you something. I don't think this is a secret. I saw Johnny Kelly at the last Steven show. He stayed and he watched the whole show on the side of the stage with me. And we were chatting, and I said, one of these days, you need to do, excuse me, you guys need to do a like a typo tribute night. The fans are so young who are learning the band, never got to see them. So wouldn't it be great if you did like a tribute, excuse me, kind of thing? I mean, Pantera's out there, other bands are out there who are missing members. And I said, there's this band, the 69 Eyes. Yerky 69 has been on the show before. He sounds exactly like Typo to me. And he said they've thought about it and they know of him. And he told me there's a band called October Noir. that started as a tribute to Typo Negative, and he said that that guy can do it. Yeah, but he said that he can't roll his R's like Peter did. But anyway, maybe at some point in the future, that will happen. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I'm still a fan. I want you to know that. There's some people who have to be too cool for school, and I'm going to get out of here in 10 minutes. So uh, you don't have to be too cool for school. You can be a fan. Appreciate the music you work with. Appreciate the artists you work with. I enjoy working with Stephen Pierce. I enjoy rap music. So will we hear giving yourself away? I think maybe at some point it's come up, but right now the idea is really old rat celebrating 40 years of Out of the Cellar, 40 years of rat. And so if you get my drift, maybe we're going to go in a different direction. Okay, trying to get through this. Yeah, over 400. Yeah, and maybe even higher. My the thing in my arm, my glucose meter only goes to it only goes to 400, and then it just says high. So I mean, I could be dying presently. I mean, we're all dying, to be honest. No offense. Uh, okay. Robert's got some medical advice. Jason, zinc. I do a lot of zinc. D3. NAC. I don't know what that is. Court, some other stuff. Maybe I'm not supposed to say it. Message me, and I'll try all of those things. But I probably can't say it here because I'm not a doctor, although I do. But speaking of doctors, uh, is the Dr. Paul? Oh, he's back. Thank goodness. Dr. Paul, Matt, and I were trying to figure out who you are. I also talked to the real the non-Dr. Paul the other day. He will be here. Last night at midnight, I got a text from Carmine Rojas, one of the greatest bass players of all time. He will be coming on the show. There's a lot of cool guests lined up. I just have to get better. There's another surprise one that's related to the Van Halen world. A lot of people asking my age. I prefer to say that, not say. Ever work with Peter in the adult film industry? I think you mean Peter North, I'm assuming. And I met him several times at functions, but didn't work with him. Thank goodness I didn't want to wear a raincoat. Riley's Elegance or Play Mohican Sun in 2024. Some people are upset by that. I think it's a good thing. I think that Kelly Nichols and Scott Griffin and Kurt Frolick all have a right to perform the new album that they made as Riley's LA Guns. And I got wearing shorts, and every now and then I pull them to adjust my junk. And I was concerned, so I'm looking at the monitor to see how bad it looks. But you guys can't really see the junk adjustment. Um, and let them honor him. I hope they play some Wasp songs, and I hope they. Scotty Griffin will be here soon, and he'll tell us more about it. Ever go to early CBGB shows? I'm not old enough to have gone to early CBGB shows. I did see the Bullet Boys at CBGBs though. Okay. Too much vitamin C will throw off your glucose monitor. Correct. So I only have 500. Hey, that metal guy, thank you so much for the super sticker. All appreciate it. You guys are very kind. You make it easier for me to get through the day. California Dreaming, I was there at the Barricade. Not sure which show, but it would be cool if Stephen performs in the tri-state area next year. Well, he will. It says the diabetic meters on your arm can be wrong. They can be at times, but I check the blood when I'm not doing that. I'll get to that question in a second. What did you ask me? Tri-state area. Yeah, Lorraine could probably post the dates because she's going to all four of them. But we're going to be at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut. The lineup is Riley's LA Guns, Vixen, Quiet Riot, Stephen Piercy. That's in Connecticut. We're going to be in Baltimore. We're going to be in Long Island, and I think maybe Pennsylvania. So get to those shows. Oh, Winger. He was at the Winger show. I love Winger. I'm a fan. I've enjoyed working with them. Kip Winger will be here soon. We're working out the schedule. We've been trying for a while. So all of those things. Yeah, January 18th is in Baltimore. Yeah. So there's 4 days in a row. It's going to be fun. And I think And the Stones are playing again. Would you pay to go? 100%. Go see it. If the Stones are near you and you can afford it, go see it. I saw it during the end of the pandemic. I got I from the front row. It was incredible. I'm bragging. But yeah, keep being you. Well, I will. I'll do my best. January 20th, the Mohican Sun. A different Lorraine. Happy Thanksgiving and happy birthday. Thank you so much. January 21st, Long Island. I'm trying to keep it. Order some Domino's. Joey, do you know what I did? I ordered Domino's last night, oddly enough. I hadn't ate a normal meal in quite some time. Oh, January 19th uh, at the Keswick Theater. I'm going to try to take better care of myself to stay healthy on the road. I will tell you, I'm planning on going to Disneyland before the end of the year, and you got to be healthy to do that. And I love the Christmas season. You'll be seeing Christmas specials again. A lot of people enjoyed seeing me, Michelle, and Johnny go to visit Santa Claus at the Enchant Christmas, or when we went to the Snow Carnival. All these things are on the channel. If you want to get into the holiday spirit, watch them. We're going to do a really big Toys for Tots drive very soon. Uh, any money donated goes to get less fortunate kids presents at Christmas. It's important to me. It's something that I've been doing since 2007. Raised over $1 million for charity. I don't say that to brag. I say it to be proud and maybe inspire others to do it. But we're going to get some kids some toys. We did it last year too, and I went out and showed you everything that we bought with your money, so you know that it's on the up and uh, uh, I'm just skimming around. So a lot of fun holiday things that I look forward to showing. Uh, I was talking about depression. When you feel sick, obviously you're depressed. I got a sick cat, and then life is moving so fast. It always does. But I feel like once Halloween passes, all of a sudden, you just can't. It just everything gets overwhelming. Wednesday was supposed to be here, but he also was supposed to be going on stage at 9:30. That's East Coast time, which is I don't know what time it is here. It's 6 now, so we'll hang out a little longer and see if he pops in. Um, Joey, have you ever dressed as Santa Claus? Multiple times. When I was doing the band Sin City Sinners, I dressed as what we called Sinner's Claus, and I let people sit on my lap and tell me all the bad things, blah blah blah, and I would give them I don't know, but yes, I've dressed as Santa Claus in a music video, and yeah, I'm a fan of the holidays. Sometimes the chat takes on its own direction. Yeah. Will Stephen Piercy be doing the Monsters of Rock cruise next year? Hmm. Well, next year is 24, and he will be doing the 80s cruise with your favorite heavy metal stars, Sebastian Bach, Ray Parker Jr., and Debbie Gibson, 38 Special, and Air Supply. Oh, and Marky Ramone. That's what he's doing in 20, and it's sold out or close to it. I think it's sold out. That's in 24. In 25, there hasn't been an announcement, but uh, maybe, yeah, I'm not supposed to tell everything. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock Eastern. So Wednesday's probably on stage already. Um, okay, so and we might have missed our window with him, but I'm sure he'll be back. Oh, Corrine. Corrine, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Jason. Sending positive thoughts for Bitsy as well. Oh, that's very kind of you. Uh, I'm just having a little fun. But Corrine, that was sweet. All of you guys are so nice. Will the Christmas decorations be going up this weekend? 100%. Yes. And I'll be in Universal Studios for a private past members exclusive Grinchmas tour on November 29th. It's listen. Once Santa comes through at the end of the Macy's parade, the Christmas season has arrived. And I am not a hater. Mariah Carey can play in my house as long as she likes. Um, I take Christmas very serious. This is going to be the happiest Christmas this side of the nut house. Okay. Have you heard of the band British band Darkness? Yes, yes, I have. Uh, Robert's got some more interesting medical stuff that message me. My email is in the comments. You know what else is in the comments? The link to Patreon. If you guys want to become a Patreon, want to be one of my Patreon friends. We have a special connection when we're on Patreon together. When no one's around, they can see us. Uh, uh, no, actually, that's my only fans. Anyway, message me or Instagram. I'm told that my Instagram is weak, and by the way, it always does better on Wednesdays here. And since he's not, I'm gonna need it. Jason ain't no Grinch. That is true. Although I do share my birthday with Boris Karloff, the Grinch. Um, Taskmaster. I haven't listened to it yet. I have to remind me. I think it's hard to remember everything. And Wednesday's not here, but we'll wish him a happy uh, Thanksgiving. He's spending Thanksgiving on the road. I would like to know how he's spending his Thanksgiving. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a Thanksgiving update. When are you going to show us your horror rock collection? It's coming. It's going to take a while. If you weren't sick, but Steve Percy was, could you sub for him? No, no. I mean, I would try. Fuck yeah. That's about all I got. Black Friday shopping plan. Black Friday or African American Friday, as it's called, is I do it online. I'm starting tonight. There are deals out there. You guys, there are deals. And then Cyber Sex Monday. And yeah, get in on it. There's going to be deals. I wish I had my stuff to. They did make a die-cast model of the family truckster. It's expensive. I don't have it. Everybody tells me I should have an Amazon wish list. I don't like to feel like I'm begging for things, and I didn't have time where I would have. Any Georgia dates for Steven? Not that I know of. Wednesday, 13th is hitting Atlanta next week. Thanks for just his music and the Murder Dolls. Can't wait to see that. I'm so happy. I can't tell you how many people come out on the road and tell me that they learned about Wednesday from me, and that's great. And to Wednesday's fans who've learned about this show from him. So it's a kismet. Um, what do you think of Violent Night? That's a great thing. Stephen J says he enjoyed it, loved it. I got to watch it. It's on my list. Maybe I'll watch it later tonight or tomorrow. We're going to watch a movie with Henry Winkler, a Christmas movie called The Most Wonderful Time of Year, I think. I don't know. If the Fonz is in it, I'm interested. Any deals on flights? Prices were so much more high tonight than last week. I don't know. I got to book flights soon, though. All right. Skylar's saying good night. Skylar, I hope we're okay. When I tell you to go fuck yourself, it's a term of endearment. Uh, but a Stephen Christmas album. Uh, I did make a couple Christmas albums with Sin City Sinners that are these famous guests, and I'm going to make those available this year. And I'm going to give all the money to Toys for Tots. You'll forgive me for not being so prepared today. I wanted to come on and talk about my life. I wanted to show Bitsy. I wrestled with it because I don't know how long Bitsy's got. But okay, yes, Amazon does have Funko Pops. I could have. He got the Pantera ones. I don't have the Pantera ones yet. I did just add the original Ozzy Osbourne to my collection. If for those of you watching who know about Funko Pops, you know that it ain't cheap. Suzanne, Chris, Violent Night was awesome. Yeah, I gotta watch it. Beverly D'Angelo was in it. She's now in two famous Christmas movies, right? Okay. Steven needs to come to Indiana. I hope so. The goal is to go to as many places as possible. If they announce him in your area, get your tickets. I promise you. Uh, Big stuff ahead. Chris Asmuth, a thought on the Hall and Oates legal battle. Oates spelled wrong. Uh, um, you should have an E in there, I think. Unless you're Quaker Oates. I didn't know about it, but I noticed that Daryl Hall's playing on his own. Or are they putting out different versions of the songs? Maybe you can explain it to me. Chris, red is my color. Well, thank you, Chris. Uh, Night Shift was a great Winkler movie, my kid. Yes, they run a whorehouse in New York. Yeah, I want to go to the locations. I've kind of made a list of those when I get to New York. All right, we're getting there. Need some Striper interview. Robert, I have to text Robert back. Robert wrote me the other day, and I didn't write him. Robert will be here very soon. Michael's been on the show already, and go into the old interviews. I'm going to start to wrap it up a little bit. It's been over 200 people watching for the last hour. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that another birthday, if I can make it a few more hours. It was odd when I was a kid when Thanksgiving and your birthday would fall on the same day. Sometimes it felt like a little bit of a jip. Now I kind of like it, um, and uh, and I get to share it with you guys. I could see myself possibly pop on tomorrow, but who knows? Yes, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Stephen show. We're having a great time being out there. Desmond was the 83rd like. If you're watching, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, Nuno could be interesting. I think he's a little full of himself, possibly, but we'll see. Could happen. Um, all right. If you guys have anything else, now's your chance. If not, anything cool around here I could show you. Trying to see if there's anything you guys might like. We're gonna have some merch soon. We'll have some Christmas memorabilia. I showed this thing. It's suck in my gut when I do that. These are these new Funko Blockbuster rewinds. It's not my favorite thing. I bought two of them. I didn't get the chase yet, but it's a so there's the Christmas Vacation House, which I filmed when it was being torn down. That's coming soon. And then you open it up. It's supposed to be like an old VHS, as they call it, clamshell. And then you see a little cheap-looking Clark toy. I need the chase. The chase he's wrapped in Christmas lights. And then behind him there's a little Blockbuster video card. I don't know. Maybe you can see it. Blockbuster video card. I like to share my junk with you guys. You know what I mean? Hall got himself a restraining order. I'll have to read. Any chance of a Bruce Kulick interview? I'm gonna have to hit him up. I've messaged him before, but we're due. We're due. I'm gonna text him right after this. I'm texting him. Um, okay. Starting to fall asleep. Thank you, Julie. Uh, get Steven to play You're in Trouble, Never Use Love. I love both of those. He is playing You're in Trouble, Never Use Love. Not yet. Maybe wait for the invasion anniversary. Anyway, and the set list for the whiskey is done, and there's some. You're gonna like it. Am I boring everybody? You guys want me to go away? I mean, I probably should go do some stuff. All right, maybe we'll pop in for a little while. I figure everyone's gonna be bored after you're all tired and stuffed, and we can talk. Any surprises at the Knoxville show? Uh, Knoxville's coming up very soon. There'll be yeah. The Knoxville show. There'll be two songs that you've never heard Rat perform or Stephen Pearcy ever. Well, one never and one not in ages. So there you go. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry, two brain cells. I'm sorry to hear that you're dealing with that. I hope you feel better soon. Francis says the girls who listened to Rat back and they put out Bon Jovi chicks not so much. Good to know. Very good to know. I guess I'm working with the right band. Hold on. Countess. Not sure if you talked about this. Sorry if it's a repeat, but does Steven do any arcade songs? Not right now. Everything is Rat. This is it. 40th anniversary of Rat. And it's Rat. Deep cuts, it's Rat. There is no Rat. Rat's never getting back together. They don't like each other. Don't believe the hype. So if you want to hear those old songs, this is the way to hear them. So it's all Rat. All Rat. Dr. Paul said he just texted Matt again. All right, hey everybody. It's an hour and 11 minutes. I could stay here and do this all night, but I've got a little straightening up to do, and to be honest, I should I should be resting. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a little surprise after Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving get together. Thank you for your kind birthday wishes, your Thanksgiving wishes. I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. Um, Hope to be on here a lot more with interviews and content. If you haven't subscribed, it's the easiest thing you can do to support the channel. Subscribe, like this video. If you want to be a little bit more personal with me on the side, Patreon is the way to go. If you'd like some other perks, you can become a member. If you'd like to be a member with perks or a perk with my member, those things are available. Instagram, all that stuff. The links are in the comments. I will be back and we will continue this discussion. I know we were a little all over the place, but again, thank you so much for watching and all the kind thoughts. And I will see you again,